Hello, here you can see an Imac 21.5 inch screen. I decided to do a review of it. This is late 2013 model, and if we look at the specs we can see that we're running version OXX 10.8.3. We're running a quad-core i5 processor, 2.7 GHz, 8 GB of RAM. I believe it's 1 TB of hard drive. More info, and you can see a bit more there. And the display is powered by a NVIDIA GeForce GT 6640M, 512 MB of graphics. When I looked into the iMac a little bit more, I noticed that a lot of the components, because I've seen a few videos of the new iMac opened up, a lot of the components looked very similar to a laptop. So it makes me think, is this really a desktop, or is this really a laptop but in a desktop form? I don't know. What do you think? There's been some people who've commented saying you can do graphic design on a PC just as well as a Mac. Well, I disagree with this, because there is a reason why professionals use Macs basically. When I was at college, back in Bradford, I did a graphic design course. They called it Communications, but it was a 2-year course. We used zip drives and G4 towers basically. So I believe that the operating system and the software is all geared towards productivity and making yourself obviously produce more good and better things than doing it on a PC. Reason before that is I think it's because of how the Mac runs, how it works, how cool it is, how fashionable it is, and graphic design is a fashionable thing to be in. And obviously you can design and bring up posters. On this particular machine I've got what's called CS6 Master Edition, which basically includes Adobe Photoshop, After Effects, Illustrator, InDesign, Dreamweaver and Adobe Premiere Pro. I wanted to show you Adobe Premiere because I used to use Final Cut Pro a lot when I was at college, and I've noticed that Premiere has changed a lot and it looks very much like Final Cut Pro, and I'd like to get some feedback from you guys. Do you think it looks far too closely resembling Final Cut Pro? Because looking at it, it does look very similar. At the moment I'm still waiting for Adobe Premiere to load. Choose a new project. Okay, you can choose various settings regarding NTSC and PAL and frame rate, as well as DVC Pro, HD TV, mobile devices, XCAM, and there you go. I'm used to using Final Cut Pro, and I think Premiere looks awfully close to it. Your video transitions, your audio levels, it looks very similar. Let me try and put one of my films in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, you can. I'd like to help myself.
Well, looking at that, it looks very similar to Final Cut Pro. Because many years ago, I made a film. Anyway, you should be able to view all my films on YouTube anyway. I hope you enjoyed the review. Just before I go, I'll test the music so you've got an idea. Right, just before I go, I'll let you know about some software. Basically, you can get some antivirus software called Sophos. That's S-O-P-H-O-S. It's free to download off the internet, and it seems pretty good. People might argue with you, why do you need antivirus software? Well, let me tell you a story. So when I was running a large operation, and it was basically to do with the oil pipes and the oil rigs, and their systems were Macintosh. They used some PCs, but most of their computers were Macintosh. They got a virus that stopped the operation for a few hours, and it cost the company a few £1,000,000. So I just want to make that and get it out there that there are viruses out there that can infect your Mac and can do a lot of damage. And despite what reviews and what people have been saying on YouTube, it's fact. There are viruses out there, and they're becoming more and more proliferant and becoming more and more available, and getting more and more people are developing them as well, due to the popularity of the Imac. So keep that in mind, that it's probably a good idea to get some antivirus software just to cover yourself. There's a lot of people on YouTube saying the Mac can't get any viruses. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not true. What they're telling you isn't true. And I've got someone who works out there who needs the computers to be running, and he's told me what happened, and it's a fact. So despite these other people saying they've never got a virus ever, well, I've got a little bit of experience there for you, and an example. and I hope that convinces everyone who has a Macintosh computer to get some antivirus software.